I want to ask you about card cleaning. Card cleaning has received a lot of attention recently.
I'm glad that we're having this conversation about whether or not it's authentic or not, because we need to know.
Doubting that these cards are actually game-used jerseys.
There is a ton of card content out there right now, both good and bad. So each week, I'm going to siphon through it and pick the best three, what I think are the top 3 card content clips of the week, and give some hobby love.
I was just going to get drunk and watch the Grinch, so I'll be there.
Everybody, one clap.
I hope you're having a great Saturday or whatever day you're watching this on. Today, I feel like we have 3 solid, excellent videos I'm going to bring you clips of. I'll leave links in the comments below. So the first video we want to look at is, well, Jeff Wilson covering cleaning cards. I've covered cleaning cards several times on the channel so far, my opinions, and I think the first video I made is really good. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. However, Jeff Wilson, this video has what, 10,000 views. It came out 22 hours ago. PSA working on new detection. It shows you where PSA is at. And furthermore, the video we're gonna look at is actually on Jeff Wilson's show. The Jeff Wilson Show is the channel. This video has what, it came out a day ago, and it has just about 10,000 views, and it's an hour-long video. Obviously, we'll just watch a small clip. We're going to take a look at around the 38-minute mark, where this is the president of PSA, Ryan Hodge, and he's going to talk about, well, his stance or PSA's stance on card cleaning and how they view it. And they get into a ton of topics. We can see here, I watched most of the video. The new slabs they're coming out with, AI grading, new technology they have in the last year. But let's take a look at this and get from the horse's mouth on grading cards.
I want to ask you about card cleaning. Card cleaning has received a lot of attention recently in the sports card hobby, and you came out with a pretty definitive statement on your Twitter account where you said, essentially, we don't support it, we don't permit it. If we find that a foreign substance has been applied to a card, if we detect that, we are going to consider that card to be altered. Was there any discussion around this, or is this just a very black and white issue for PSA?
No, we talked about it. I think we talked about it for sure. But at the end of the day, I mean, really what my statement was is like, we don't know what any of these things do. So if somebody's putting car wax on the surface of their card, what happens to the surface of that card in 10 years? And it's in the PSA holder, and we said it was a PSA 10. And then all of a sudden, all these scratches start appearing. And then somebody comes back to us on the grade guarantee and says, hey, this is not a 10, I want my money. We're on the hook. So we don't have good proof on what happens to these things when you alter them. There are older cards that people have done some like stain removal that I've seen some things shared out there where the stains come back. I don't know how long they stay away, but if those stains reappear, it's like, okay, PSA, you screwed up. So we have a big responsibility here to stand behind what what our assessment is on the product. And, we just don't know what it does. If we all of a sudden got comfortable that, oh yeah, this is fine, it's not going to harm the thing, maybe we would have a different opinion. But we're not there. And then the other nuance with my statement was, if we detect it, sometimes this stuff is hard to detect, but we're working on better ways to detect it. Obviously, some of these things leave a smell. Some of them leave a residue. There's other ways that we're also exploring on how to detect this using other methods that aren't just sight and smell. So,
oh boy, okay.
All
right.
But that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
And so, on the Wembanyama card in particular that everybody, lost their minds over, that one we talked to the dealer who made the statement on the video. That was not the customer. The customer was a different person. And they claimed nothing went on the surface. They used some microfiber on it, and that is totally allowed. And I would even argue, if you're using water or your breath or something like that, that's probably okay. That's not some chemical, that is going to alter this thing. But, some of these companies that put products out there that they don't even list the ingredients, you have no idea what that's going to do to a card, 2 years from now, let alone 10 or 20 years from now. And most likely that card's still going to be in that PSA holder 10 or 20 years from now.
Yeah.
So.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. And if you guys are getting better at detecting that too in the future,
yes,
then people now have to worry that they might actually be creating a situation where they're altering their own card as well. Which
and again, totally fine for people to wipe off fingerprints or dust or things like that. But at the end of the day, when there is a scratch on the surface of a card, if you were going to remove that, you're filling it in with something else. Another chemical is filling the gaps. Like, it's kind of hard to say that's not some level of altering and you don't know what it's going to do. It might look great at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, and by the way, graders also have microfiber cloth. So if they're worried about fingerprints getting on the card, the graders also handle the cards and they wipe them off too before it continues on the grading journey.
Okay.
That's always a thing that people wonder about.
Great information.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all that.
Everybody want clap.
It's great to hear a definitive statement from PSA. That's the president of PSA. He did say they had conversations and talked about this issue and how they want to move forward in their stance. And he said it himself, they're getting better at detecting these things. They're looking at ways to beat the current system that's beating them. So I found it very interesting. If you want to check out more of this interview, clearly it's an hour interview. It's a long interview. And then Jeff Wilson also came out with his other video on his main channel, Sports Card Investor, with the, card cleaning, end of an era, PSA working on new detection. So go check out either of those videos. Jeff Wilson, one of the leaders in card content, and his first time making Best of the Week. Hit that subscribe button.
Everybody want clap.
Next up, we have Chasing Cardboard, also one of the bigger players in card content.
Uptown, baby. Uptown. I don't want to be playing no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
They currently have 36,000 subscribers. As far as card content goes, they are probably producing what's most like
I'm glad that we're having this conversation about whether or not it's authentic.
All right, hello. Chair hit the thing, but they're probably putting the most effort into what's like what you'd find on a TV show, what you'd find on Netflix. They're traveling, they're spending tons of money on collections. They're producing something that's different than most card channels or what you find. If you haven't seen a Chasing Cardboard video, go check it out. I'd be surprised if you haven't by now. We're going to restart this video here, Chasing Cardboard. We'll just watch a minute or two from the beginning. They also make longer form videos. This video is 37 minutes. It's their 47th episode. And I can think that I would expect to see this channel continue to grow.
I was floored when I saw. I'm glad that we're having this conversation about whether or not it's authentic or not, because we need to know.
Okay, we really think it's a forgery.
Hope we've organized it in a way that makes sense for you guys.
It's a lot of mass of stuff. There's just a lot here.
Rick had some stuff at his apartment also, and we found this letter that's signed by Rick's dad, and it has this list of these autographs that he had obtained from spring training, and there's 6 Hall of Famers on this list. I was floored when I saw this Babe Ruth autograph.
You know I like my Hall of Famer autographs.
Do you want to talk about this picture?
My dad as a teenager.
Okay. With Hank Greenberg.
So that's your dad, obviously.
Yes.
Wow.
It's just crazy. You're going through the stuff and it's in a shoebox, and you're not expecting to see.
It's kind of a surreal moment, isn't it?
Ruth autograph.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. Obviously it's not authenticated or anything like that yet, but Mike, it looks legit to me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Is this card special to you? That's the no-look show. I like that. A Joe Montana rookie? You put a lot of work into this. We're going to see it all. Did you organize all these for us today?
He knows right where it goes.
He's Brett Favre rookie, Deion Sanders, John Elway rookie.
There was a lot of stuff to go through, guys. I've tried to kind of pull what I felt like was some of the best, and it's in those six boxes.
These right here.
Yeah, you might check there.
But Chris is a pretty nice guy, right? This is a good deal I brought you to. Hey now, what are you doing?
Doing what any accountant would do at 6:12 on a Thursday night. I'm working.
Well, I need to bug you for a minute because I've got some autographs I want you to look at. Give me an opinion on them. Oh, I sent you some pictures, right? So
the Ruth I felt looked good.
The Ruth looks good to you?
I mean, I like the fact that the second B is higher than the B, signed on a flat plane, and it drops down at the end. I mean, just at first blush, yeah.
and it's in this old album page that all the other autos come from, the same album.
Good. I thought the Lopez was good.
Hank Greenberg, that looks like an interesting Greenberg.
I mean, it looks like an earlier Greenberg. I like when I say the G, like flap outward and not inward like that. But they did that when he was younger.
I think this is early because he's got a picture of his dad with Hank Greenberg.
So that's cool. It's good. All the Hank looks perfect.
Yeah. So, okay. Value-wise, what do you think on the Ruth?
6.
6, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Like retail, that's the value?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a pretty one. It's a nice one.
It's coming, yeah.
It's really clean.
If you want to see the final verdict on the Babe Ruth autograph, go check out this episode of Chasing Cardboard. He has a huge collection. So one thing I would argue with this is a 37-minute video that probably could have been condensed into maybe 20 minutes. But otherwise, it's well done. It's fun, it's entertaining, and a lot of effort and love is put into it. It's a little bit long and some parts could be taken out. Overall, great content, and I'd expect to see Chasing Cardboard on Best Content of the Week more often.
Patch, oh, I'm shaking right now. Patch Auto Otani with the button. Oh my God.
Come on. One time, baby. One time. Oh my God! Holy crap! I'm sorry I yelled. Oh my God!
My gosh! Oh, what are we gonna do? I'm shaking!
I'm coming in.
The man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
This man is a psychotic.
So he's great.
Finally, we have Scotty B Cards. This is his second time making Best Content of the Week and the first channel to make it for the second time.
Nobody can get to it. I don't shine shoes. I don't tape ankles. I don't cut checks. Great cash, homie.
Put out a great video. The patch is not real nice and clever thumbnail here. It has 18,000 views in 3 days. You'll see this if you're watching it when it releases tomorrow, so it'll be out 4 days, probably closer to 20,000 views. Scotty B Cards doing an excellent job. His Topps using fake patches. Let's watch the first minute or two so you can get an idea of where he's going with the video. And if you want to check out the rest of his video, I'll leave a link to this exact video in the comments below.
Scout with Scotty B Cards, and in this video I want to discuss all about memorabilia cards and if they're game worn or not with Topps. So we see, especially football and basketball cards and Panini in general, they aren't really using game used jerseys anymore. Topps claims they're using game used jerseys, and it says game used on the front, but on the back it says from not any particular event, game, or season, right? So there's a lot of confusion in the sports card world of, are these cards actually game used? And I came across something that I thought was pretty concerning when I first saw it about Topps game used cards. Here is the card in specific. So this is a Cal Ripken Jr. Gunnar Henderson dual 1/1 from Topps Dynasty. This is a Gunnar Henderson rookie autograph, and this is from the most high-end set, which is Topps Dynasty that Topps releases. Well, one of the 10 high-end sets. You have Definitive, you have Dynasty, you have Transcendent, you have so many, right? But this is one of them. Very collected set. People love it. Great patches. Every box comes with a patch autograph or it's a cut signature. But either way, this is game used right here on the front of this card, meaning it is game used. But this patch is concerning. This is a Mitchell and Ness patch, which are usually throwback jerseys you can buy anywhere. And Panini is notorious for using these patches as game used cards or even just player worn cards, right? So game used mean using the game, player worn mean that the player actually wore it, never used it in the game. And so when I saw this, I thought, oh no, did Topps pull a Panini? So I looked into this and it kind of opened the floodgates for people doubting that these cards are actually game used jerseys. So let's discuss what Panini does real quick. This is from Darren Ravel. We can even see Beckett Collectibles chiming in right here. This card is supposed to have only pieces of game used jerseys. The Mitchell and Ness tags can't be game worn. And that is true for Dan Marino and John Elway. But in baseball, there's throwback jerseys. Maybe that is what Cal Ripken Jr. wore, but that was in the 80s or 90s, maybe early 2000s. So we had to do a little bit of digging. Take this one step further to kind of give you an idea of what this looks like. Here is this. Here is what Panini, I believe, posted. This is what Darren Ravel had on the tweet alongside that image. Pause it, read it if you would like. We're not going to. But I want to discuss Panini in general before we get back to that specific card and to determine if Topps is actually using not game-worn jerseys when they say that they are. So here's what basketball is doing, right? So this is Jalen Duren. And if I said his name wrong, it's because I don't know who Jalen Duren is. I just found this on eBay. But this is what they are doing, right? So we can see nothing about game used. It just says jersey number. The enclosed officially licensed material is not associated with any specific player, game, or event. So that does not give you a lot of confidence about this. This is literally just a jersey purchased at a Walmart or a Fanatics or anywhere. They just got this from somewhere, right? It's officially licensed, meaning that it's actually an NBA jersey. It's not like a knockoff, but that's the only guarantee you have. In basketball, Flawless is the only set where rookies have game-worn relics. At least that's according to Ty, who's a friend of mine. Thank you, Ty. And everything else is officially licensed material, like we're seeing with this Jalen Duren patch card. That's not even anything, right? This is literally just a big chunk of clothing that's never been worn by any player. And on top of that, veterans have game-worn in high-end sets only, and even then, it's really inconsistent if they're actually game-worn or not. Same with football. Here's an example. I just looked up the most expensive RPAs online, and I found this one of Justin Herbert. This is a Nike little logo and a autograph, one of one. And this is what the back says. This enclosed authentic memorabilia is not from any specific game or event. The autograph is guaranteed. So basically, again, this is not player worn, meaning the player ever even touched this jersey. This is literally just a random jersey. They cut the Nike logo out, had Justin Herbert sign it, and now it's worth $250,000 because it's from Flawless, which is very interesting.
So we'll stop the video there. You can see he goes well in depth. He's thorough. He has excellent graphics here, and the enclosed officially licensed material is not associated with any specific player, game, or event. So this Jalen Duren rookie card, which probably holds a little bit of value, can't tell if it's numbered. Yeah, there it's numbered to 50. I don't know what it's going for, 15, 20 bucks, 50 bucks tops. I can't even imagine. I bought an auto rookie Jalen Duren recently. I think it was PSA 10 or 9. I can't remember, for like $40. So I can't imagine this card's very expensive, but it's a letdown. You pull a really cool patch card like this, literally just a jersey that Walmart, you could buy. You don't know what it is. You could have bought this jersey for $40 at Walmart and they cut out this little piece of it. Maybe it's a more expensive $150, more authentic jersey that they just cut a piece out of. But that's not what you want when you pull these patch cards. And this is, I follow NBA cards way more than Scotty B. He doesn't even know who Jalen Duren is, so fair. But this is what NBA has been doing a while. I don't trust what they put in patch-wise unless it really says so. And even then, even like their logo, NBA triple logo man or logo man cards, still, like, what do we know? I mean, it's just an NBA, you know, what do we know? They don't video it. They don't give us information. So anyways, very interesting video. You can see there's still 10 minutes of it. He dives into many different genres and things like this. Go check it out. The link will be in the comments below. Every Saturday morning, I'm going to continue making these. This is the 5th installment, and look out for it every Saturday morning. Look out for your content if you make content. My email is professorsportscards@gmail.com. If you saw content that you want to be featured, or maybe it's your content that you want to try to be featured, go ahead and email me.
Officially licensed.
Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Everybody, one clap, one clap, one clap. You buy this for $39.99. Guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby, you're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99. That's why. She says, can I go home with you? That's how simple it is. That's how it works. That's what this set brings to the table. Because you know what she sees? She sees a man who knows what he wants. She sees a man who says, good deals don't get by me, baby. I move, I act quick, I act now.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Ory, a.k.a. Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.